Okay, looks like we're live. So, welcome everyone to my, another new project. Now that we're done, both Final Fantasy 14 Dawn Trail and Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow. I did not expect to finish both those games in one day, but hey, here we are. Not in one day, but in one stream each. But, not in one stream, you know what I mean, though. But here's another full playthrough that's going to run alongside the other Castlevania titles. Okami. Okami is a game that honestly was done kind of dirty by Capcom on release. I first found out about Okami through the Let's Player Chugga Conroy back in the day. And I actually really enjoyed the game. I found it on I found a PS2 copy, and I was so excited when it came out for modern consoles. Let's start a new game. We'll say this now: if you've never played Okami, the opening cutscene is it's beefy. And it's a Kamiya game. Hideki Kamiya. Who has expressed interest in making another Okami, but I don't think that's happening right now. Because I think he recently left Capcom. Long, long ago, a tiny hamlet known as Kamiki lay nestled in a grove of proud and beautiful cherry blossoms. Each and every tree around the quiet burg was honored as a god. However, the village was not without its dark secret. To satiate the appetite of Orochi, a fearsome cave-dwelling beast, a young maiden was offered as a sacrifice at the annual festival. The body like a mountain, and 8 heads mounted on necks the size of tree trunks. Its blood-red eyes alone were said to curse anyone who gazed into them. No one dared disobey the horrific beast. When the night of the sacrifice drew near, a mysterious white wolf appeared outside the village. This wolf, whose coat as brilliant as snow, was dubbed Shiranui. The wolf kept a watchful eye on anyone who ventured outside the village, and made a habit of patrolling the streets at night. People assumed the wolf to be a familiar of Orochi. One villager took it upon himself to face the fearsome Shiranui. The warrior Nagi attempted many times to challenge the wolf, but his attempts were thwarted by Shiranui's swift movements. Before long, the night of the accursed festival had arrived. A white-plumed arrow heralded the coming sacrifice. Piercing the sky, the arrow sunk its shaft squarely into the home of Nami, the village's most beautiful maiden. Nagi, harboring a secret love for Nami, was enraged by this sign. Determined to put an end to Orochi once and for all, Nagi traveled to the Beast's Cave in place of his beloved. The Moon Cave, a place as dark as evil itself, served as Orochi's home as Nagi stood bravely before the entrance. A beast appeared, eyes glowing crimson upon 8 thrashing necks. Orochi stood tall before him, anxious for another sacrifice. Nagi leapt with incredible grace, swinging his blade violently. On and on, he sliced well into the moonless night. For Orochi's hide was like steel. The blade left nary a scratch. At long last, Nagi, his energy spent from the intense battle, dropped to his knees, fatigued and gasping for breath. He knew he was staring death in the face. It was then the wolf appeared. As if to protect Nagi, it stood its ground before Orochi. In the darkness of the cave, the wolf's coat shone brilliantly. Alas, it was Shiranui, the wolf that dwelled outside the village. Bearing its fearsome claws, Shiranui leapt towards Orochi. Orochi reared its terrifying heads, readying its fangs for battle. The two beasts struggled wildly, thrashing in the darkness. Mysterious and terrifying, the spectacle continued. Shiranui summoned gusts of divine wind to counter Orochi's flames. As Orochi closed on Shiranui, sharpened claws glistening, a gigantic tree suddenly sprouted forth, shielding the wolf. Shiranui fought gallantly to gain the upper hand. However, Orochi, protected by a mystical power, was not easily bested. Shiranui, covered in Nash's majestic coat, dyed crimson, stood exhausted before the mighty Orochi. Orochi saw a chance to strike what would be the final blow. Shiranui refused to give in. With its last ounce of strength, the majestic wolf gazed heavenward and unleashed a mighty howl. Suddenly, the black clouds overhead dissipated. The light from above glinted off Nagi's sword as a beacon of hope. Guided by his sword, Nagi, who had been taking shelter in the shadows, stood proudly to face his adversary. Channeling all his strength into his scarred and battered arms, he leapt ferociously towards Orochi, his sword poised high. The golden sword danced in his hands, like on a puppet string. One by one, Orochi's fearsome heads separated from their owner. Orochi's broken body collapsed in a lake of its own blood. In that instant, the curse that plagued the villagers was lifted. As the battle subsided, the sun shone once again in the sky. Shiranui had succumbed to Orochi's poison and struggled to breathe. Nagi scooped the beast into his arms and returned to Kamiki. When they reached the village, Shiranui was no longer moving. The village elder gently stroked the wolf's head. In response, Shiranui let out a hoarse and pitiful bark, and closed his eyes and drifted off as if into slumber. Peace had at last returned to Kamiki village. In honor of Shiranui's heroic exploits, the villagers erected a shrine, placed a statue of the wolf within it. Nagi's sword was christened Tsukiyomi and placed inside the moon cave. The villagers all looked forward to an age of endless peace. However, this is not the end of the story. There is more to this tale than most people know. 100 years have passed since Nagi and Shiranui's heroic exploits. It happened so quickly that no one in the village even took notice. Okay, I'm not gonna do like read all the text because this game has a lot of text. I was only gonna be reading the opening cutscene. Now I'm gonna go back to my normal commentary style. Talk about, though, some of the origins of the characters in that story. Orochi was a figure from the Shinto religion of Japan who was killed by Susanoo after he was banished by Amaterasu. Someone just did something stupid. Yeah, Orochi is an 8-headed serpent, though. To go a step further with the story of Orochi, Orochi has inspired a lot of things from various forms of media, including in the demon Orochi in Shin Megami Tensei / Persona, Orochimaru in Naruto. I believe there's an Orochi Digimon in both Digimon. Orochi's a pretty common figure in a lot of Japanese media. You always see him as the 8-headed serpent, each one usually associated with a different element. Yeah, with everything falling apart, only Kimiki is spared. Wood Sprite Sakuya. Let's introduce our main character, Okami Amaterasu. So, from what I can gather, the main pun of this game's title as to why we are a wolf is Amaterasu is the Japanese sun goddess. Okami, when spelled out like this, if the O is capitalized, means great goddess. But from my understanding, depending on how the kanji is written, it could also mean white wolf. Keep in mind, this is my very basic understanding. Also, even the reflector on our back is also connected. Well, I'll go more into when we get other weapons, but their weapons themselves have an origin in Shintoism. Fun little fact, also about me, back when I played Smite with other people, I used to main Amaterasu. And we're going to sleep like a true dog. Also, to try to avoid sounding like another YouTuber, I will say this though: this game's art direction is fucking amazing. Like a dead bug. Welcome the wandering artist Isun. I love this game. Like, it doesn't even, like, roll it out, just throws it right out of Amarasu's face. And we ate him. Like a true dog. I think we got bigger problems, my friend. The sky looks like it's dead. Yeah, we had to cut it down, but I don't think we can reach that. That's kind of, the only way we can go right now is welcome to the tutorial. Yeah, welcome to the world of Okami. So, Okami itself has, well, a lot of origin in, well, the Shinto religion. A lot of its stories are turned into the monsters and the people we will be meeting throughout the world. I mean, hell, we're a Japanese goddess of the sun. Yeah, this is save point. There are points of no return, so I do recommend having multiple save files. I have completed this game multiple times. I just have never finished it on Steam. This is the HD build. Reason we're streaming the HD build is it's the most widely available version of the game right now, being available on PC, PlayStation, Switch, and Xbox. I think it's available on PlayStation. I don't know if it's on the PS5, but I know it's on the Switch and the Xbox. I think it was on PS4, so I think it should be fine. Yeah, and then we've got coins. So our currency in this game is yen. And as, like any game of this era, our greatest foe is pottery! We need to break all the pots for money. Only other thing of note in terms of gameplay that we have right now is, as you notice, as we build up speed, we actually start blooming more flowers behind us. When we first start running, it's just all dust clouds. After a little bit, you get some leaves. You could jump right to this form of running by just tackling. So yeah, if we jump, we can perform a wall jump, just like Mega Man. There are a number of collectibles in this game. The thing is, I won't be getting them all because I don't know where they all are. We're mostly here for, and as per usual, we're usually here for the story, like the main story of the game. Though I will be covering, of course, a lot of side content. Obtained a holy bode. Madarasu's favorite snack, and it will restore 3 units of solar energy. Solar energy is our health. I don't think I'll need a lot of the solar bones outside of main boss battles. Ah, fuck. Oh, game's over. We can't cross the bridge. Oh, hell. Sorry, my drink... Oh, drink went down the wrong pipe. There we go. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So that's our nickname. Okami. Seems kind of blasphemous. So that's the gimmick of this game. And that is the brushwork. So this game kind of is a bit like Legend of Zelda, where we'll be collecting abilities to solve puzzles and progress through the game. But unlike, for example, Zelda, where you're collecting items to clear dungeons, in Okami, we'll be collecting brush techniques. There are 13 brush techniques. Each one is the power of one of the 13 brush gods. And originally, all 13 were a single powerful deity. They now exist within objects within everyday life. Which is, apparently, if I remember correctly, a thing in Shintoism. They do believe everything has a spirit. River of the Heavens. It might be. Don't be afraid to switch your camera's POV, because it will definitely help you in certain situations. I don't think you can draw stars, my man. Yeah, for some reason it wasn't letting me move the thing. Yeah. I know what to do, but for some reason the cursor wasn't moving. Yeah, no, quietly soon. I know what to do, but... Why is my... Hold on. Okay, I don't know why it's not letting me actually move the brush, but hold on, let me try something. Control... Okay, there we go. Oh, that is twitchy. I'll have to check my settings in a moment. Yeah, I don't know what was going on there, but the brush wasn't working. Yomigami. Yeah, so while we were gone, the 13 spirits of the brush have scattered across the land of man, and now lie in disarray. Yomigami was a constellation and managed to survive. And we must reunite all 13 brush gods. And with that, we have acquired the power of rejuvenation. What is going on? Why is my controller not working now? Oh, excuse me. I don't know. Oh, let's see here. On. Oh my god. Oh shit. Okay, no, that is not something I'm going. Let's see. Is there? No, the only one is back towards the start. Yeah, I'm actually gonna quickly run back so I can get my controller fixed. I don't know why. It's weird that the controller is having issues on the PC build when on my Steam Deck it works fine. I'm just doing something. There we go. Oh wait. I know what's going on. I know what's going on. I know why no sounds coming out. I know why no sounds coming out. Where is it? Digital audio. Listen. I have the same exact issue whenever I watch Gundam with the others. There we go. Yeah, instead of using the Steam build, we're going to use the Xbox build. We'll ignore the presents from Isun because that's stuff for completing the game. And I'm just gonna have to get back to where I was. Thankfully, this problem was noticed very early on, so we don't have to do a lot of stuff again. God, can you imagine if this was to come up within like Act 2? At least it came up before right when I got my first brush power. I'm gonna just, before I stop for the YouTube side, and I'll explain what I can tell is going on. It's something with Steam settings and this game that it's not playing well. Essentially, what is happening is, for some reason, Steam's inputs are still trying to override the brush controls with the mouse. And for some reason, I can't get it to recognize my controller outside of the normal inputs. I've seen some people say one way you can do it is to bind the mouse controls to WASD or bind it to your joystick, but it's not a perfect system, and it's not recommended because of the fact, why am I drawing a blank? It's not recommended because of the way certain brush techniques, because one thing you're going to need to draw a lot of in this game is perfect circles. If you are playing on keyboard and mouse and have never played this game any other way, you're probably going to have an easier time. It's just the fact that I have played this game like 3 different times, and all of them have been on controller. I don't know how to play this game any other way. And I don't know how well that keyboard and that mouse setup works for it. But now that that's fixed, I mean, we're already almost back to where I was. It's amazing how quickly you can move when you're just skipping all the cutscenes. I think the only other difference we're going to see is possible loading times. Because I was running Okami for my SSD on my... Actually, maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, there we go. We've reacquired the power of rejuvenation. And you know what? I didn't even cut the video. I forgot to cut the video. I'm just gonna edit those 2 parts together. Guess it's a good thing I edited God Eater together last night. Yeah, okay. We already heard Eastsoon explain that before I switched to streaming devices. I mean, granted, it's been a while since I've streamed from my Xbox. But yeah, Eastsoon says it's impossible for us to restore this river of stars. So here's the thing about the Celestial Brush. If we were to tap the sky, like I'm going to leave the 3 dots right there, you see it will become 3 stars that will then become shooting stars. You can tell what you're doing based on the context of the ink. So, as you notice, when I did the splotches there in the sky, it was a heavy black ink, like normal ink. But if we draw here, it's grayed out. You can see how much ink you have left by the inkwell in the upper right. And you have a certain amount of pots in the upper left. A river of stardust. Whenever you go to draw something and you get that gray kind of wispy ink, that means you're about to use rejuvenation. You have to fill in most of it for rejuvenation to count. And may I introduce the Astral Pouch. The Astral Pouch is amazing. It'll swallow up lots of food. When it has, yeah, if it has a full chunk of food, when you die, this is essentially an extra life. Different food has different values for filling it up. I don't think I've ever actually used the Astral Pouch. So I don't really care too much about it. Yeah, as you can see, like most food is normally going to give you like 1 or 2 units. I believe you need 100 for the extra life. There is food all over the place that you can find. Sometimes some places will become like regular spots to spawn food. This will be done to... These will be like major story events or something going on within the game. There's also an item that does fill an Astral Pouch by 100%. But that's something we won't have for a while. If I remember correctly, I think it's over here. Here is the first stray bead. Find all the scattered beads and get a special reward. There are 99 stray beads in the game, technically 100. You cannot collect all 100 in one file, because one of them is from beating the game. But the stray beads unlock us. If you collect them all, you get a special item for New Game Plus. That essentially makes you, I believe, nigh immortal. Some stray beads are obtained through side quests. A lot of them need to be found. Some of them are really tricky. Some of them involve a crazy combination of camera work and different powers. We're not going to be getting all the stray beads, mostly because of the fact I don't know where they all are. I've never gotten all 100. Well, shit. Welcome to the Cave of Nagi. Oh, I got scared there for a second. I think that was just my capture card. I nudged it a little bit. Shut up! I know I'm a bad artist! What the... Yeah, I'm bad. Yeah, like I said, this is solving puzzles with paint, but I can't paint! I'm not an artist. I'm Amaterasu, mother to them all. The goddess of the sun. Where rejuvenation is our first ability for getting around the overworld, you know, getting around the map and everything, this is our first combat ability. Tachigami. A good use of this sword. Welcome, Power Slash. Yes, we already know Isun. So, okay, rejuvenation was just filling in an area with the ink. To use power slash, just draw a straight line. As you can see, because I drew the line so long, it hit more of an area. You can use as much ink as you want, as long as it is one continuous slash. But the longer the slash, the more ink you will use from your reserve. Yeah. Wow, we are honored. Yeah, we can now cut down the thing Sakia was talking about. When there's a dedicated area for us to go to, we'll get this crazy taxi arrow, and it'll show us where to go. Power Slash does make our war on pottery so much easier, though, because now we can just do that. We can use Power Slash to cut down trees, destroy most rocks, and destroy all pottery. There are some materials that Power Slash can't cut through yet. As you can see, Power Slash is a little... It's not picky about what it attacks. As I said, this is our first combat-based ability. And welcome to battle. So yes, we have two types of techniques to use in combat. One is the Divine Instrument, the reflector on our back. Yeah, once they've gone, once they've gone black and white, they are easy target for a brush attack. I'm not going to do that, though, because I want to show once they run out of HP, they'll enter this near-death state. Every enemy has a different ability here, but if you use Power Slash on these imps, you'll get what's called a Floral Finish and a Demon Fang. Demon Fang is a special form of currency that is used with special traders in the game. They're very good and they're very important to collect, and every enemy has a different floral finish that will require a bunch of different techniques. I don't know all of them off the top of my head, but I will use the ones I know. The imp is the green imp, and most of the imp line are weak to Power Slash. And then you'll also get rewarded for bonus time, bonus damage, and that will give you your bonus on yen. There is no experience in this game. The only reason to do battle is for money. I probably am not going to do a lot of battles just because of the fact I'll get enough money usually for what I want from just playing the game. Though, in terms of, like, battles, as you can see, these barriers are red. This is an unescapable battle. It means it's mandatory. There are overworld battles, and those you can leave through certain methods, but we'll go over that when we get to it. Wait, did I miss the other Fang? I hope it didn't despawn. Yeah, it did. Fuck! Is that there's some really good items for Demon Fangs. You use Demon Fangs for relics. I'll be honest, I will be perfectly honest. My memory of this game is a little jumbled. I remember a lot of events, but I don't remember the order in which they go. When we get to Act 2, my memory becomes a little bit more solid, but it's just Act 1, it's all over. Finally cut down the peach. Oh, excuse me. Again, I love the visuals of this game. This game is just so beautiful. Hey, eat soon, bad. Get the bonk stick. Let's go check on the villagers, but also, the sky is pitch black. I'm attacking the statue. All the trees are dead. Which, looking at the trees in this state, it just makes me think of a coup. Oh, if you ever are concerned about filling the astral pouch, one thing you can do is, if you look at this house, power slash this on the roof. Or... No, I thought you got... never mind. Thought you got a bunch of oranges for doing that, but still. There's no sun. There's no moon. It's just pure black. Eastern, this is worse. There's no stars. There's no moon. There's nothing. If only the sun could come out. Yeah. Drawing the sun, none of the 13 techniques are related to the sun, because the sun is the domain of Amaterasu. She had that power from the start. And as I mentioned, Amaterasu is the great goddess of the sun. Yeah, so all the other techniques we have to learn. Sunrise is not one of the 13 techniques. Sunrise is just something we naturally have. And that's also something interesting about this game. Okami has a day-night cycle. As the goddess of the sun, we have access to sunrise, meaning we can control the day-night cycle. At any point, if you want to shift it from night to day, all you have to do is draw a circle in the sky. Now there is, as we go, we're gonna get full control of pretty much everything from Amaterasu. As our brush is called the Celestial Brush. I think the villagers are back. The village elder, Mr. Orange. I love the cast of this game also. They're all pretty wacky. Back in my day. I love Ami. Ami is great. She never speaks at all, but is just always there. Look at her. Yeah, as you may notice, he didn't see the divine instrument or the markings. He saw us as just a white wolf. There they are. This is another thing I really like about this game. It is the drawings we get for some of the monsters. Though, okay, because I won't be covering it, I actually will talk briefly about this game's sequel on the DS, Okami. So interesting thing is, as Amaterasu is drawing, as you saw, we use ink. But in Okami for the DS, the art has a rough, what you're drawing has a rougher outline because it comes out more like charcoal. Which is apparently a popular thing for Japanese children to draw with. I love this game so much. It really is very few. I really want like another full-fledged console Okami sequel. Okami is. I'll be honest. I think Okami. Oh wait, did I? Fuck! I fucked up the floral finish. One thing also is, as you strike combos up, you'll build what's called Godhood. The way that Godhood works is you can take basically free hits, depending on your Godhood level. Now we've also earned some praise. Yeah. Certain areas, as we defeat monsters, a divine intervention will be performed. This will restore some part of nature to the world. As we complete divine interventions, we earn praise. Praise is our experience. Yeah. Here's a reminder, we're a goddess. It makes sense that for us to get more powerful, we increase our praise and worship. Few people believe in gods these days. Yeah, so only certain people. So yeah, as he said, because so few people believe in the gods, they just can't comprehend it. It's actually kind of similar to the Percy Jackson books, where there's the mist, because the human brain can't comprehend gods and monsters. There are multiple ways to get praise. One way is side quests. One way is by performing divine interventions. The other way, though, is feed bags. You can press start to pull up the fan menu. I'm kind of brushing past all this tutorial stuff. Yeah, because it's stuff I'm just gonna explain. Also, one thing to note: we're a dog. We don't like water. as you fall, if you fall into a puddle, like a deep pool of water, and Ami starts swimming, as you can see, a solar unit appears. If that unit hits 0, you will lose a piece of your health. If we come up to an area, like for example, these birds, you can feed them. Certain animals will only eat certain food. So, you know, they're animals. Like, you're not going to be able to feed meat to a bird. But seeds, on the other hand, get this nice cutscene, this nice little bit where peaceful, it's mellow, it's zen. And for that, we'll get a little bit of praise. And as it was pointed out, we can use the praise to level up our various stats. We can use praise to give us another unit of solar energy, another ink pot, and to expand the purse so we can hold more money. And the astral pouch. The astral pouch, my usual priority is health. I go health, ink, and money. Depending on where we are in the game, I usually worry about money a little bit more because of the fact I need certain amounts of money to be able to buy certain items. No! I do like how you can just be a menace to society. As you talk to him, he will spawn a bunch of enemies for us to kill. This is, if I remember correctly, no, okay, yeah, they don't drop, yeah, you, okay, yeah, so yeah, these guys don't drop anything, it is just time. Because as you saw, I floral finished those imps, but they didn't drop any demon fangs. But they did drop yen. I didn't do it fast enough. Let's see, come on, come on. Is that faster or slower? That was slow. Shit. Okay, that was faster. That has to have been faster. Yeah, you'll find Komosu at various parts throughout the world, and he'll basically give you time trials for combat. It is going to be a test of your skill with the divine weapons, as well as your skill with the brush. Nine turnips. So this is another side quest. Dig up. If you press Y, you'll be able to dig. Well, you can't, and as you do it, she'll start chasing you. If she hits you, you have to start over. What you can do is power slash not her, but the pot of water on her head. Because if you power slash her, it actually doesn't buy you as much time. One thing I gotta get back used to in this game is the camera. I I gotta slow down using the brush. The oddly shaped turnip. That, another bit of praise. And that's weird. It's, like, that actually was just a straight line. It was just a gap in the center. Yeah. If you know the nice thing about Okami, if you know, depending on the situation, if you know the solutions to a puzzle, you could just draw them and solve it. So, like, I knew that needed, rejuvenation, and then I know the next step is, sunrise. Then we get another bit of, praise, and if we come back at night, we can get some cherry cakes for the, for some more, what's it called? Why am I drawing a blank? Oh, yeah, for some more energy. Well, no, for the food for the astral pouch. Some of the things I'm doing are with a greater purpose in mind. Yeah, the mill's been mended. If you notice, we also can't leave town. Big boulder. Welcome the Red Imps. Fuck you! You gotta be careful with button mashing, because if you hit an enemy as they're dying with your divine instrument, you can't get a floral finish. That might have been what was happening earlier. Oh shit, that's a decent bit of praise. You get more praise usually from divine interventions. Yeah. Now we have enough to... If you see Ami glowing, that means you have enough for a level. Or, not a level, but, you know, you can enhance one of the stats. Yeah, I'm going to use it for health right now, just because of the fact I do get hit a lot in some of the later fights. Yeah, no one can leave. Sano, a hero, descendant of the hero Nagi. This boulder wasn't here, so someone set it up later. Two-bit middle-aged warrior Susanoo. So fun little environmental detail. Power slash here. There's his shrine. Behold the legendary hero. I am the greatest. Let's wake him up. He has a wooden fucking sword. The great warrior Susanoo. I love Amaterasu's tail. Look at it go. What will the neighbors think? I love this. I mean, look at him. I love this game so much. It's so good. But hey, let's go find out what the neighbors think. Oh, he won't go to her. Kohen, what? Sense. Bullshit. Over here, actually, you may notice that we have a different form of mirror here. This really won't be important until much later in the game, but there are two different types of origin mirrors. The ones with the large X on them are... I'll be blunt, they're used for a travel point later. but it won't be till much. Well, not much there. It's like midway through the game. Sake Brewer Kushi. Yeah, if you... It sends you valuable information or items. Yeah, after you talk to an enemy... I'm not enemy, it's a character. If you see... I'm so used to games where I don't have friends. After you talk to someone, if you hear that little, like, indicator and you see that arrow flash, that means they've got more to say. The Vista of the Gods. I am a god. I can do whatever I want. Actually, I'm a goddess. I can do whatever I want. Ami was actually also one of my mains back in MVC 3. Fucking Susano. Power of Sake in his battle with the dreaded Orochi, which is directly from the actual story of Orochi. So this is saying you're gonna get used to. As you see Susano slash with him. Now, normally this is an iron rock. Normally Power Slash can't cut through this yet. But we can with his help. So there is something going on here. We are more powerful with his help. But I also love this game's soundtrack. I love the confusion. Just like, what the fuck? It's a wooden sword. How the fuck did it cut through? Look, the boulder isn't the big thing. It cut through iron. Me either. I like how he's just generally surprised. This is true. But he also definitely improved our skills. So, Essentially, what was going on there is we basically temporarily had Tier 2 Power Slash. Eastern gets no respect. Okay, Bug. No. Bad Eastern, get the bonk. He's like, I will eat you. Tree's almost dead. Matarazu's already asleep. We got 2 on the map, but we don't have a way to make them bloom. Amaterasu's asleep. It's on deaf ears. Okami just does that. I care. She's... Nope, now she's up and moving. Nope. So we have 2 objectives right now, and that is to investigate both Guardian saplings. And well, the rest of the world's not much better right now. Welcome to Shinshu Fields. So you may notice that the map has a huge splotch of just... I would describe it as just malice. If you see those green scrolls, those are monsters. There are cursed zones. Yeah, I would like to point out, Isun does not know... We know this. Amaterasu might know this. But Isun doesn't. That Orochi is back. For the scrolls around the map, as I said, there's no experience of defeating monsters. You do not get praise from defeating normal monsters, like these scrolls. It's only money, but if you don't want to fight them, you can slash them. It'll stun them for a little bit. And then we have this cursed zone. As soon as you enter a cursed zone, things get nasty. Yeah, as you saw, we had the solar energy icon appear. Once it hits 0, you'll get hurt again. And as you can see, a normal person there has been turned to stone. The Nameless Man. That's our first hint on as to what the deeper plot. Hana Valley. So Susano went over here. And this is where the next Guardian Sapling is. Plus that orb sounds pretty interesting. Maybe it could help the plants, but... So, okay, one thing I will talk about this game's art and music is atmosphere. Like, the fog effects, the dark visuals, the music. It sells that this area is cursed. Traveler's Charm. This will increase your godhood level by 1. That's one thing I will say this game doesn't really do a good job explaining. It's godhood. I was hoping I could attack. I do like the fact that the imps are here kind of just having their own little party. I'm less concerned about the yen. I'm more concerned with getting demon fangs. Sometimes also the enemies will open themselves up to the counterattacks. If you notice when the imp threw its guitar... No, it's not a guitar. I forget what those instruments are called. But when the red imp threw it, he turned gray for a second. For defeating those imps, another divine intervention. But immediately was reversed. So yeah, the air is stagnant. It is preventing a divine intervention. Even some of the trees have turned against us. Yeah, if any enemy... This is a tutorial for just signing throughout the course of the game. Anything gets thrown at you, immediately use Power Slash and you can counter it back. But we don't have a way to stop it right now, so... doesn't look right. Oh, hey, it's a legendary hero. And welcome our third type of imp, yellow imps. So yellow imps are going to hang around underground. And they deal a lot of earth-based attacks. Oh. There is a trick. We just gotta keep an eye for when this guy is gonna resurface. Yeah, there's a trick to finding them. Let's see, we just gotta keep moving. Let's see. Yeah, if you can get behind the yellow imp, then you can immediately hit them. It'll knock them out of the ground and severely weaken their defense. Yeah, my time is garbage. I don't care. Again, I'm mostly concerned with that for Demon Fangs. And I'm doing good on Demon Fangs. Graffiti's gone, at least. Look at the tail go! Oh? I love the music stops and the Monoratsu immediately. Huh? I love this game so much. The writing is so good. It's so fun. Something seems wrong there. If you talk to Easton, you'd get the hint to draw the sun. I say, if I remember the solution to a puzzle, I will just solve it. I do remember a handful of these early puzzles. I don't remember them all, but I do remember a few. Sure, buddy. Sure. But, do remember that mural. It is a hint for this area's big puzzle. Which is something I do really like about this game. It is environmental storytelling. Yeah, we have no idea where Pops went. That is a guardian sapling? What is he's wrong there? Behold our greatest foe. Yogi. Thirst for battle and blood. Did you just spell out your name? Exploding implosion. Like, what the fuck is that attack name? God, I love this game. Yeah, you really showed him, Sato. You want to talk about it, buddy? I think it's just asleep, my man. Off that legendary hero goes. I think he might not be so legendary after all. Yeah, this is what we needed. Sorry, I had to put Doc to bed. But also, here is one of the more infamous things of Okami. Ball-pushing physics. Oh my god, ball-pushing physics in this game. They're not good! They are not good at all. So, the way I think this game handles ball-pushing physics is it locks onto Amaterasu's head. Fuck. But I'm not sure. It's weird. It's bad. I don't like it. I think it's better in this one. I've heard it's really bad in the Wii version. Yep, this was the sphere from the painting. But there's one other piece still missing. We need the sun. Oh. There's one tree, but it's still dead. Another constellation. You know what that means it's time for? A new power. Sakigami. So this is one god that's been split into 3 for the technique known as Green Sprout. So green sprout is quite unique as you saw, it's split into 3 separate parts. It is a technique that has 3 variants that we'll be collecting over the course of the game. Actually, we'll pretty much be if I remember correctly, we get all 3 parts before the end of this chapter. Our first one, and the most important one that we'll be using throughout the course of the game, Bloom. Out of any brush technique in the game, I would say Bloom is probably the one we're going to be using the most. And it's just draw a circle around a dead object. In particular, any dead tree you see. That is a divine intervention. This is what Hana Valley's supposed to look like. A second. Sorry, the dog had to get comfortable. He's a brat, but he's a good boy. But he's also an old man. Hmm? Again, this is why I was talking about that with like the direction and tone of this area. It's a completely different area now that we've restored the environment. Another Demon Fang. So I amassed a little bit of a collection of them, but you know what? I'm going to need a lot. No, I don't. It does not. Okay. I'd say I should have done before we left town. I should have bought some of the food from the merchants. But yeah, the trees are still evil. Yeah, now that this is why I didn't deal with this earlier. So first things first, hit back with Power Slash, and then immediately draw a circle with Bloom. The circles are a little sensitive. I've noted everyone's kind of had their own like beliefs on how to properly draw the circles. I've noticed like if you like overlap the two ends a little bit instead of doing like a perfect circle. It tends to work a little bit more. The main one is also when it becomes like foreground and background. So when we have dead zones like this, just pretty much fill it in with as much ink as possible. As I think it does. Yeah, that's what I thought. I guess I had to wait until Isun said something. I do like how as you start running out of ink, the brush strokes actually do get thinner. And that's a scroll on tips on how to use Green Sprout. Come on, attack me. Shit. I need ink. I need ink. You know what? I should fix that. Since I had the praise, I might as well increase my ink supply. If you can, try to use one circle to catch multiple trees. As you see, I just bloomed 2 trees at once. Little tricks to save you time and ink. Yeah, it doesn't even have to be a perfect circle, just as long as the game recognizes it as a circle. Oh, look who's back! Yeah, when enemies get grouped up like that, it does get really hard to perform floral finishes. Because you're more than likely, while trying to defeat another, accidentally hit an enemy one time too many. There we go, now that looks right. Give them fish. Fish. Some more praise out of it. Probably gonna upgrade my ink next, just because of the fact you will burn through ink when you're restoring trees. That's why I said try to restore multiple at the same time, because of the fact Bloom does take a full pot. That was a terrible circle and I recognized it. For restoring all the trees in Hana Valley, treasure chests have spawned. Let's quickly go back and see what we got. Restoring them all, we attained a sun fragment. So sun fragments are essentially pieces of heart. You collect 3 of them and you'll get a free unit of solar energy. You cannot max out your solar energy without collecting all the sun fragments. So to completely max out your solar energy cap, you need to collect all solar fragments. You need to collect all the praise in the game. And things with solar fragments, some are hidden in chests around the world, some are rewarded for side quests. I'm not going to collect them all because I just don't know where they all are. Let's see. There's the digging tips. Sometimes also you'll see patches like this. When you see green patches like this, you'll get a clover. And with that little audio cue. That was like kind of the audio cue for the company Clover. Clover was the original developer behind... Capcom was the publisher for Okami. The developer was a studio called Clover. If I remember correctly, once Clover... Okami was not a success at its initial release. It's a bit of a cult classic. But after its initial release... and if I remember correctly, they went on to find... to become Platinum Games. I believe that is how things went. I could be wrong. I could be misremembering, but I believe they are Platinum. Okay, Isun, I know. Let's get rid of this curse zone. It's ugly. Beauty of another area has been restored. That's another great divine intervention. Done this in no time. But well, that's good. Students are right, though. But yeah, we don't care about this because we're not going to do a lot of random battles. But yeah, so as you can see, pulling up your map, we have a couple areas marked for investigation. There are now a lot. This is where the game does start really opening up with things we can do. Yeah, so essentially, one of the other collectibles in this game are treasures. Yeah. There are a bunch of treasures they will be found over the course of the game, and we can sell them for money. Right now, we don't have any treasure, so I'm actually just going to buy 4 of each of the feed bags. Let's see. We'll also use this to talk about the other stuff. Vengeance Slips will temporarily deflect enemy attacks, so it's brief of its ability. The Exorcism Slips will deal damage to all enemies, and then we have the 2 Sakes, which will increase defense and attack. Now, let's take a look around. We got some brief introductions for some new stuff around here. One of which being, well, this isn't even saying that's marked. Got an old gate here with a bunch of seals. These are demon gates. Once you cross through, enemies will spawn. And clear out him. So in these battles, you're gonna have a couple waves of enemies sometimes. They're endurance battles, so you might have to make sure. Granted, keeping on top of your ink isn't too hard because of the fact that as you can see, enemies will drop ink over the course of battle, so you can just use that to recharge. Though, do try to keep on top of your ink consumption. It's one of the best recommendations I can give. And for that, more of the land has been restored. With one major exception, I'm going to take down every devil gate that I can find. There's one major exception. And it's basically this game's equivalent of a super boss area. Let's see what other areas we got. The true hero of this game, the Postman. Express Messenger Ida. Off he goes to save the day. Two things here won't be able to interact with for a while. Also, cool thing is if you instead of having to like look on the map for areas, if you're curious about where an area is, if you look at the sky, you'll see scrolls marking the different checkpoints in the that we can go to. And everything that is visible is, with one exception right now, is accessible. The only place we can't go to yet is... Let me just get this really quick. Look at him go! We cannot go over to the Agatha Forest. And behold an enemy I'm gonna hate fighting for a while. Because this enemy, if I remember correctly, this is an enemy I can't even floral finish yet. After you, when the enemy gets, that fish gets the low health, I forget what the demon's name is, but it will grab onto and self-destruct if you don't use Power Slash or something to kill it fast. That enemy was called, that's green imps, red imps, yellow imps, the dead fish. The Legend of Orochi. So that's a lore scroll. Let me see. How much... Yeah, so we have to come back here at night. This is one thing that kind of sucks about the early part of Okami. It's not having control of the day-night cycle. For now, let's go run around, see what else we can do, including restoring some trees, restoring the rest of the environment, that kind of stuff. Might as well try to collect as much praise as we can right now. Oh yeah, I forgot what it was. If you on the Xbox controller, if you hold Y, you can actually just do a much bigger splotch of paint. As you can see. As opposed to like the smaller ones I was doing. But I think for this you have to do the thinner one. Some kind of crack in the earth. There was no praise for that. But don't worry, we'll deal with that later. Double kill! Yeah, I honestly would love to see what the team could do with a modern Okami game, like with, you know, current gen hardware and everything like that. Right, saw me. Do your thing. Go on, you can go to bed, dog. Or do you want to come up here? Make up your mind. Make up your mind, pup. Come on, or go to bed. Go to bed. Come on, you do it. You jump up there. Good. He needs some encouragement. Again, he's an old man. Neutral on time. On. Here, you need help getting under the blanket? Look. Come on. I know, she's on top of the blanket, but don't worry, there's your little spot. Come on. Make up your mind, pup. Lay down. Weird old man of a dog. There's another thing we can't do anything with till later. I think I might be wrong, but I think it's gonna say day here until I go to one of the other areas. Here we can learn new combat moves. Yep, so as you can see, we have various courses here. Rosary Technique, Spirit Storm, which, while we can afford, we can't buy because, well, we don't have a rosary. The God Technique, Golden Fury. Yeah, that costs a decent chunk, and if you get it, it actually is a great way. Yeah, it's 100,000. You actually need to upgrade your yen pouch at least once. I'd like to get Fleetfoot, but for right now, let's get Reflector. How are you doing? Hold on. Behold his true power! Henshin! Kind of funny that they would design a character like this, because this team would, I believe, go on, or I think they had already done at this point. Beautiful Joe. Right, Beautiful Joe's another Kamiya game. He wants to make another one. Let him make a new Beautiful Joe, Capcom. Cowards. Yes, it's just, instead of having my 3-hit combo, I now have a 4-hit combo. And through sheer force of will, it repairs itself. So yeah, now we have a 4-hit combo. You only have to do it once. I do love that though. Now we've got our dojo technique. Let's put it to the test already. So now, before we were leaving green imps with just a fraction of their health, now we have enough just to kill them in one combo. Or see with the combo unlocked, with that combo move unlocked, it immediately makes combat so much smoother. It's amazing how much just a small thing like a 4-hit combo can improve your combat. A vengeance slip. Look at him! I might need to buy more seed. Like, more seeds, because, like, we're running out. No, actually, okay, so it does, so it will change. I wasn't sure if the day-night cycle was in effect yet. Yeah, when you hear that call, that means it's about to change from day to night. Bah! Yeah, no, I could have done better on time there. I won't deny. I do really love this game, though. Like, the visuals are so good. The combat, even when you find the weapon type you like, is also really good. But it's not surprising, being this was, I believe, the team that would eventually go on to make Bayonetta, worked on Devil May Cry, Beautiful Joe. They are really good with flashy combat styles. Like I said, I forget the full history of the company because I don't remember it all. There's too much. Let's see, I believe, yeah, I have to interact with this sign. Oh yeah, you have to try swimming at least once. Also, it's now night. I guess oh, I thought you had to drown. Okay. Do I have to try it again? Like, what? What am I supposed to do here? Because it's clear we can't make it. I'm gonna go... Let me see. Oh, wait, what's the sign say? Oh, it's a sign I had to interact with. That we will not speak of this. Look, we're storing another tree! Fuck! Also, benefit of traveling at night, any buried treasure will be revealed. And it's another stray bead. The Moon Shrine. Can't do anything here yet. But that is definitely ominous. Priest of the Moon Shrine, Mika. It's guarded day and night by the Tao Master Waka. Sounds like a 2-bit, nah, fuck, I forgot what the nickname for him is. We'll talk about him later. I like Waka. Welcome to our first wanted list. So, wanted lists are... Each chapter will have a wanted list from various characters. And as Mika said, they will be marked. And they only come out at night. Upon getting the list, as soon as you leave, you'll encounter the first demon right here. You'll know that they are marked when because they'll have those arrows in them. Do be careful because these demons marked with exercising arrows are a lot stronger. Yep, as you take them out, you get to strike them out from the notebook yourself. Nope, not yet. Just one more thing we need to do. And it's very important. Quite possibly the most important thing we'll do in this entire visit. Alright, building up quite a supply of yen. This is only available at night. Ama. The flaming pyrotechnist. No, because I guess saying I could draw. I love how wacky everyone is in this game. And as I point out, you saw that there. A circle with a line coming out. Look at her go! With that, another constellation. Also, fun little fact, this is the only one of the 13 brush gods that has the kids involved. The other boars surrounding Bakugami become more important in Okami-den as they are the ones who give Chibitarasu this skill. The ability of Bomb. God of Explosive Force. Use the Cherry Bomb. Murder. Oh, I love it. This game has so much character. So anytime you see a cracked wall like this, just draw a Cherry Bomb. We've already seen 2 in this area. This is an ability that is useful, but much like normal bombs in Zelda, it's useful in both combat and for dealing with damaged walls. And that also nets us a rat statue, one of the 13 Zodiac treasures. That automatically shifts it back to day. There's nothing else we can do here right now, so I'm going to actually check out those walls we saw earlier that I can blow up now that we have Cherry Bomb. And then we are going to go back to Kamiki Village. I have an idea in my head about what I want to do before we end it, and that is I want to get access to Agata Forest. If you are off a little bit with drawing the Cherry Bomb, don't worry, you can push it, and it does use the same ball pushing physics. I remember hearing, I don't know how true this is, if you do it as a larger circle, it will appear in the foreground. Oh no, in the background. But if you do it as a smaller circle, I believe it appears in the... let me see here. I think it's if you do it as a big circle, it'll... Yeah, okay. Larger circles will be in the foreground, smaller circles will be in the background. So, like, if you draw a bigger circle, it's going to appear before Amaterasu. If you draw a smaller circle, it will appear in front of. It's the only, like I said, it's the only issue I have with this. Well, one of the few issues I have with this game. A couple of things I can date to the time period, like the camera work. And some of, like, the controls. They're a little slippery, but again, game of its time. It's, in particular, brush techniques and getting them to behave the way you want is a little bit of a problem with this game. We've already seen it with me trying to draw circles. I could draw a perfect circle and it will still have issues. Now I draw a circle like that and it accepts it. trees blooming here, but it's not cherry blossoms. Something has definitely changed. Our first goal, bloom every single tree we can find. If you're curious about how many trees you have left, talk to Kamosu here and you'll notice he'll be able to tell you how many trees you have left to bloom. Not where they are, but at least gives you an idea. Come on, game, work with me. Okay. So these two are actually part of a long side quest in this game. Like, they are a side quest that starts here and will go pretty much, I'd like to say, till endgame. Up, I just drew the sun. Believe it or not, that's like I actually do a lot when I'm trying to bloom trees. I will just draw the sun. Without audio cue. All the trees have been bloomed. It is time. Konohana Shuffle. Sake of Valor. Chug, 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 chug. I love this game! I fucking love it so much! The stuff of legends! I love Matarazzi. I love this so much. So good! And after a bit, you're gonna have to start filling in you're gonna use Bloom. Perhaps it got moves! Somehow, it worked. I fucking love this game. One thing you can never say about Okami, you can never say it doesn't have character. Because, oh my god, they're all great. That's a lot of praise. Well, that's one problem solved. Oh, great. Now, has the sun gone out again? Oh, I love it. Hatsugami, second of Green Sprout. This is another ability we'll be using. To be honest, Green Sprout is the most versatile of the abilities, mostly because it is 3 brush techniques in one. And that gets us Water Lily. So, yep, we can now use this across any body of water. All you gotta do, draw circles in the water. This game really likes its circles. Oh. We got all the skilly soon. Yeah, now we could go down the waterway to the forest. The only things we needed to get to Agata Forest were, Cherry Bomb and Lily Pad. So we've got work to do. And that's just another sun fragment. One more and we will be able to enhance our solar energy. Speaking of... Ooh, nope, that is my options. I should stock up on feed bags before we head out. Oh, free traveler's charm. I will say this, we're gonna call it stream by going to Agata Forest. And I know exactly what's gonna be the point where I call. So I have better control. I just gotta wait for my ink to recharge. Said you can push the bombs to fix any mistakes you make with drawing. Whoa, what the fuck? Another curse zone. That has gotta be a hell of a curse. Hug the wall. Because, yep, behind the waterfall. Let's fix this fast. With that, Agatha Forest has been restored. And we obtained the Devout Bead. Yep. We can now... Yep. Yeah, I know. We soon out. I was about to talk about it. We now have access to 2 different types of, divine weapons. The Rosary Beads and our Solar Reflectors. So, the thing is about the Devout Beads... Yes, I know. Devout Beads are... Well, rosaries in general are used for heavier, Yes, hold on, wait. Yeah, so we're using the, Using the reflectors are kind of just a jack of all trades, solid damage and solid combos. Rosaries are entirely focused on dishing out combos. Like, 1 hit on an enemy could deal like 6 hits. It's really good for increasing your godhood level. If they're your sub-weapon, you actually get a bullet attack. Reflectors, as a sub-weapon, will also grant the ability to use them as a shield. I don't really like using rosaries because of the fact that they are really low damage. Whoa. I do prefer my reflectors for damage. That we now have full reign of Agatha for... This guy just turned gold? Hi. Here he is. Called the heavens, the earth, the sea. Waka. God's gift to man. Bonjour. Oh God. He's French. Wait. Isu. Yeah, you can see our divine markings. And the divine instrument. I love Amaterasu. Also, he has a lightsaber. So whoever pulled the sword sealed the entrance to Kamiki Village with that boulder that we saw earlier. Yes, the sword is called Pillow Talk. Let's rock. Waka really does feel like a Devil May Cry character, which is on purpose, I think. So, here at the fight against Waka, the thing that is against us here is the fact that, well, we have water. Okay. Whenever Waka throws his second sword, reflect it back, he'll enter a stun state, and then cherry bomb him. Otherwise, you may notice, he is completely immune to our brush techniques. The main thing that does suck about this fight with Waka is the environment. Because of the fact that the water can disrupt your combos. What? Isu, that is not the most important thing he said. He talks like a Beautiful Joe character, but he acts like a Devil May Cry character. I love him. I love him so much. The Curse of Orochi. Just saying his name causes an ill wind. Knew exactly when. You're just some 2-bit. Let Amaterasu sleep. Machete. A log and big thrills. Marasu's back to being asleep. Now we have access to Agata Forest in full. Shit! How did I do badly on time? Whenever you see a bud like this, use Bloom and you'll get items. Sometimes it'll be treasure, other times it'll be, why am I drawing a blank here? Other times it could be, it could be treasure cell, items to use, various things. There's one thing I want to grab before we call it. When it comes to using the rosaries as a sub-weapon, keep an eye on the amount surrounding you, because that will tell you how much ammo you have. The different rosaries actually have different amounts of ammo and actually different shot patterns. One of them, if I remember correctly, is a shotgun. The Infinity Stone. Infinity Stones, for after you use them for a little bit, you'll have an infinite source of ink. Save them for certain boss fights, because they will come in handy. So just because some of the later boss fights require a lot of ink. Just hitting up all the stuff I'm seeing on my way over. So if I remember correctly, I believe it is this area introduces someone important. Can't do anything here yet. Won't be actually doing anything here for a long while. Oh, great. Deal with this demon gate and see what the old man's up to. I think I actually... Okay, good. I saw the reflector swing, so I was like... I was about to say fuck. I thought I hit it an extra time. Nah, we're good. Nature is healing. Oh? The Crimson something or other. I wonder if that's something we'll be dealing with. Wow, look at these beautiful deer. I wonder if they will ever have an anime about them. Anyway. Let's not talk about the brain rot. I'm actually gonna expand my wallet next. Ah, here he is! So this is a scroll that talks about, if I remember correctly, this is the one that talks about demon fangs. And floral finishers. Chalky. The Great Kiba. Yeah, in this game, it's just Demon Fangs, but in the sequel Okami did, you would actually collect demon parts and use them to upgrade your divine instruments. Trade Demon Fangs for treasure. So, on the normal item side, you can get Traveler's Charms, Godly Charms, and the Golden Peach. The Golden Peach is the item I was talking about earlier that allows you to instantly fill the Astral Pouch. But more importantly, you can get things like the Peace Spell, the Golden Lucky Cat. We're going to start with the Golden Lucky Cat, because the Golden Lucky Cat will stop me from, well, missing coins. The Peace Spell is another really good one, because of the fact it'll make it so these scrolls flying around won't get near me. But with that, now that we've got access to... Actually, you know what? Because I believe there is one more in here. Oh, okay, now. I thought there was a demon gate in here. Seeing as everything's kind of cleared up for right now, I'm going to actually head back in and use that origin mirror. But I think that's where we're going to be calling Okami for the day. We made some good progress. We got first bit of the first chapter done. And we met Waka. And I mean, we've got, for our first day, we got access, we got, hold on a second. Yeah, with our first day, we got Power Slash, Rejuvenation, Cherry Bomb, and two-thirds of Green Sprout. I think we're doing pretty good. Also, right here is a Psychic. If you ever get lost in the game, I believe she can also help you find stray beads. You can talk to her, give her some yen, and she'll show you where to go. But with that, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you all enjoy Okami. Reminder for the YouTube side, we do stream this live over on Twitch. As always, my Twitch is in the description. And for the for the Twitch side, if you ever want to catch up on the VODs you've missed, you can check on the YouTube side, and I'd put up all the VODs, usually with long playthroughs like Okami and Castlevania. They'll go up during the weekend, and then for mission-based games like God Eater or Gundam Breaker, that'll be up during the week. With that, enjoy the rest of your night, and I will see you all next time.